Ari Baba eti da kore, Odi Baba eti balorgo, Karoga Bia by eti Pundore, Odoga Bia by eti Bialaga, Kawatara by eti Putongo, Obotara by eti Yon Nerva, Otara Busula, Eti Alva, Otara Alva, Sokra Busula, Otara Nuazia, Eti Bua, Otara Bua, Sokra Noide, one of my kill me, get a kill me, oh, every day one of my kill me, get a kill me. One of them they kill me, they kill me. Anytime one of them they kill me, they kill me. Oh yeah, I'm not myself again. Teach me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. Show me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. Tell me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. Teach me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. 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 Tell me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. Teach me how I go live my life, because I'm not myself again. 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 Chile. When I'm out, they kill me. They kill me slowly, slowly. Every day when I'm out, they kill me. They kill me slowly, slowly. Everywhere when I'm out, they kill me. They kill me slowly, slowly. Anytime when I'm out, they kill me. They kill me slowly, slowly. Sing. Thank you. Mawila bolugla turbana oya, bayama kuzela be yoro oya, tinga kilmola na oya, isaba kubiri rongo be oya, tinga la kabari suyo oya, aromira tira kulia, tinga la suyo kaburka ka oya, aromira babiri boya. Mawila bolunga turbana hoya. Bayama kuzela be yoro hoya. Tinga kilmola na hoya. Isaba kubiri rongo be hoya. Tinga la kabare suyo hoya. Arongira tira kulia. Tinga la suyo kaburga kahaba. Arongira ba bini boya. Tingara la suyo kalangele aba. Abolira fulongo beha. Gaya ba kule karab sone aba. Dara. Juma, 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 Juma. Chile, 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 Chile. Sina. Don't want that to listen. Thank you. I see fella for Naja. If you want catchy fishy, make you use meaty. If you want trap a dog, you forgive and goose. If you want catch a man, make you send woman. If you want catch woman, the thing you go use be money. Money, no be not you. Money, woman they look for your money, no be not you. Money, jolly they look for your money, no be not you. Money, if you get the money. Jolly go shake him body. Shall they make the money to impress the jolly? Money, no be not you. Money, money, no be not you. Money. If you not get the money, make you no waste my time. My eye red for money. Time be money. Shut up, make me no say. No pay, no gain. Woman they look for your money, no be not you. Money, jolly they look for your money, no be not you. Money, if you get the money, jolly go shake him body. Jolly make the money to impress the jolly. Money, no be not you. Money, money, no be not you. Money. Woman they like ants. If you put sugar to fire, she go follow am till they go die. Woman they like ants. If you put sugar to fire, she go follow am till they go die. You want better woman, look for better money. She go follow you till they go die. Make the money, Sakyi you my money. Make the money, Sakyi you my money. Make the money, Sakyi you my money. Merci beaucoup.
My goodness, beautiful music there. And did you see that conco that they have organized strings on it to make
and the music coming out of, the sounds coming out of that, beautiful music.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So indigenous.
Yes. Well, good morning to you. Welcome once again. It's breakfast. It's a Friday, and we're excited that you should join us this morning. My name is Kwaku Sakyi.
And my name is Dzifa Kaidy Akoto. It's always good to start your mornings with you right here on Breakfast Daily. So do stick and stay with us right here this morning. As you know how we do it on every Friday on the show. It gets very, very interactive. We do the show with you. So later on in the show, we'll be opening the phone lines to ask you a question about sanitation. Look, it's high time we have these conversations because the outbreak of cholera is taking lives, taking many lives every day. And then, I mean, we need to do better as a citizen. So we are going to be asking you questions on how you think we can manage our waste pollution and all of that later on in the show. So you can get to call in and also send in your WhatsApp messages, or also join via the Facebook live stream and send in your comments right there, and we'll be glad to read them right here on the show. And also later on in the show, the matriarch herself will be joining us to have an interesting conversation. Remember, the show is coming up tomorrow, so you may want to stick and stay with us to catch all the information about that. And as you always know, Fridays are for the entertainment perfect right here on Breakfast Daily, so do stay with us.
Absolutely. And speaking about Matrix Fest, don't forget that Matrix Fest is tomorrow at the National Theatre. It's happening at the National Theatre tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. You want to be there bright and early, get your seat. You know, if you haven't already gotten a ticket, please call the number on your screen. It's right there. It's 027-143-0082. Call that number, reserve yourself a seat, get yourself a ticket. Make sure that you're booked your place for the fantastic experience called Roots and Blossoms. Roots and Blossoms. It's the Matrix Verse Experience 24. You want to be part of that. Of course, Kwampa is going to be there as well. And Kwampa is sort of repping on our show this morning as well. You're going to enjoy that as well later on as the matriarch gives us some poetic performances later on in this show.
Because speaking of the matriarch verse, you know, the other time we spoke about the matriarch verse coming up, we actually got a message from one of our viewers saying that, oh, that woman with the red hair, when she comes on and she does her thing. So it's giving, if you know, you know.
Yes.
You get what I mean? If
Absolutely.
you know, you know. So you can't afford to miss out tomorrow's event. See, get your tickets and head to the National Theatre at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day or a fantastic evening for everybody who loves poetry. Even if you don't, there's something for everyone tomorrow. So do go and catch an episode or tomorrow's performance from Apioko and the rest of the team.
Yes, and then don't forget that Saturdays, you know, it's the new and exciting thing on Saturdays is the Wonder Space Show. The Wonder Space Show with Miss Natalie. Yes, it's coming to you once again tomorrow. it's midday, right? You want to be part of that experience because your kids especially, you know how we've been talking about sanitation and cleanliness and neatness and this whole cholera outbreak. This episode is very timely because...
So spot on.
Yes, exactly.
So
You're going to teaching the kids about soap and water, you know, the combination of soap and water, and helping the kids to fall in love with soap and water, right? Because it's all about cleaning your hands, making sure that you're germ-free all the time, all right? So just make sure that you are tuned in, your kids are tuned in to the Wonder Space Show at midday.
It is very important that we have these conversations. We need to teach the kids at a very young age. You know, when we had COVID, we went around doing awareness campaigns, creating awareness on how important it is to wash our hands and keep our hands clean. So tomorrow's show is just a good episode to catch the Wonder Space Show and how to use a soap to do all of those things. And most importantly, play with soap. Have some fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, it's time for us to get into the dailies, and joining me to help us go through the dailies today is the Nana. Yes, so we met somebody yesterday. He said, is that not 9924? I said, hey, people are following us, pal. Yeah. So Nana Dzifa joined me this morning.
Yeah,
and how are you doing?
I'm great, I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm super. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm all right.
Awesome, great stuff.
Pumped.
Great stuff. Yeah, I can feel it.
Exciting for,
I can
excited
feel
for the
it.
weekend.
Few more hours to go, right? Yeah. And the King David will be doing his thing.
Oh, well, this morning we'll do something small too, you know.
We're just left with a Roman numeral to add to your name, and then that's it. And then we crown
It's okay, it's okay. It's
King David.
All right, let's go look at what
let's
the
take
papers are
off
saying
business and of course and our salaries. The weekend is here, so you understand.
I know.
Yeah, let's jump straight into the dailies. Let's check out the headlines. I'll start off with the Daily Graphic this morning. Front page says President receives France's highest award. Okay, it comes with a picture of President Akufo-Addo and Emmanuel Macron of France. Okay, 4 MP seat ruling. Supreme Court gives reasons for decision. So, you know, we were waiting for it, right?
Yep.
On the day that the court gave the ruling, it did not give its reasoning
for the ruling.
Yesterday, there was, I think it was a 110-page document.
Oi.
Yes. Explaining the reasoning for the 5-2 majority decision that supports Afenyo Markin's application, and of course subsequently or consequentially overturning Speaker Bagben's declaration of the 4 seats vacant. Basically, what it says is that the decision of an MP to either cross carpet or to join another party or go independent should not be impactful in the future parliament. So it restricts that decision to the current parliament.
Okay.
And that's how come it will overturn the Speaker's decision, because whatever decision these 4 MPs, 3 going independent, branching away from their traditional parties, and 1 independent joining a party, basically what the court is saying that based on interpretation of the Constitution, the action is not impactful in a future parliament.
Oh.
For which reason they are able to serve out their term in the current parliament. And so basically, if you're changing parties and still serving in the same parliament, and there's enough from you know there's a window for what do we call it, the by-election and all that. If that window is closed, then of course you still stay and serve. You get it. But then if there's that window, then of course you've crossed carpet, and so there should be a by-election, and then bye-bye to you.
Okay. Well,
you get it.
I mean, I'm just hoping that, you know, cool heads prevail.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court has made its ruling. We should understand that once the Supreme Court rules, we all are bound by the ruling until such time as someone petitions the same Supreme Court to take a look at its own you know, pronouncement and ruling. So yes, I mean, you know, in any system, order is critical.
Very critical.
So once we have the highest body that speaks on the Constitution, and everything is settled. That is what we must go by. And then subsequently, if you have questions, you can go back to the Supreme Court and say, please take a look at what you said again. We don't agree.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, still some more stories from the graphic. This one says, DBG profitable, well governed. This is according to management of the bank. That's the Development Bank Ghana.
Okay.
If you jump to the back page real quick, this one says, whistleblowers on cocoa smugglers to receive cash reward. Okay, now we are incentivizing people to out smugglers. I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction. If we're smuggling our cocoa to neighboring countries, then we're losing value. You get it? But then again, on the flip side, we should be empowering our farmers enough so that even the smuggling is not attractive. You understand? Because they're getting better prices in neighboring countries. On Farmers Day, the president did announce an upward adjustment.
But the upward adjustment was very slight.
Very slight.
And
slight. Even the National Cocoa Farmers Association is attributing it to a political gimmick.
Wow.
I think we're in a political season.
It's the season in which we are.
According to them, ideally, they should be sat with, there should be, a negotiation regarding the adjustment. Because there's, whether you like it or not, there's an international cocoa price, right? Yes. And so it should be reflective on the national.
I know.
That is the arguments they make.
I agree with that.
But basically that's what it is.
All right. Let's go to the news center. The news center says 150 SMEs benefit from MTN Enterprise Support Program. We also have France bestows highest national honor on Akufo-Addo. Now that's the Grand Officer de la Légion d'Honneur. Yes, that is the name of the award. Grand Officer de la Légion d'Honneur. I'm practicing my French, my little French that I've been learning. Baumia and Po are ideal leaders based on track records in government. This is Fifi Boafo. And caution against violent protests. And has a photograph there, a policeman actually, holding up a placard that says, when love leads, we all win. I do agree.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah. All right, let me jump into the Herald newspaper this morning. Front page says, Bagman's lawyer leaves Afenyo Market and others still stranded. Ghana hosts Africa Week Conference September 2. It's supposed to be 2025 or 2005?
No, I think it's 20. It's supposed to be 2025.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's supposed to say.
Okay, anyways, I'm sure you get the details when you grab a copy of the paper. Other story says BOG's own bank flouts its forex trading laws. Okay, I see where this is coming from. You know, the BOG recently suspended the forex trading license of Consolidated Bank Ghana. So that's where the story is coming from. Ghana's Jospon Group seeks $400 million Afrexim Bank funding. And when you go into the paper, you get highlights of the NDC and NPP manifestos on communication and innovation. Okay, if you're within our space, this should interest you. So you should be looking out for it.
The Chronicle. Macron awards Akufo-Addo for promoting human rights. The DACF drip is a clean deal. Rejects Okudjeto's corruption claim. All right. We have digital Baumia outdoors telehealth. And we have a scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle. Exodus 23 verse 1. It says, you shall not spread a false report. You shall not join hands with a wicked man to be a malicious witness. Thus saith the word of the Lord for today.
May the Lord add his blessings to the reading of his word.
Amen. Amen indeed.
Chronicle, you are doing the most.
I'll tell you. There's a scripture for every activity under the sun. Yes, every situation there's a scripture.
The Bible is a good book.
I'm telling you.
The Bible is a good book. Make it your friend and you live long. Republic Press. Job boom hits agri sector as MOFA rolls out $200 million project to empower 200,000 Ghanaians. Okay, some good news there. SC rules. MPs can't be forced out for contesting as independents. Okay. Macron honors Akufo-Addo with what? You are the French one.
Yes. So it's the Grand Officier de la Légion d'Honneur.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So contact him for your French lessons.
No, this is a result of Chris Katao. She's the one who has been doing it.
I wonder how she would have said it.
Oh no, I think I'll
Chris
I'll make her proud
she actually makes the French language
very
sexy.
very.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I
Yeah,
won't lie.
yeah.
Chris, good morning to you wherever you are.
Yeah.
Court orders arrest of chief over alleged land scam. Now, David, these are the type of stories that make me go bonkers. Listen to this. Child's life at risk. Why is this so? This is an MTTD officer riding a motorbike. Him in a helmet.
Yes.
With a kid behind him with no protective gear.
Yeah.
MTTD officer.
Yeah. Yeah. And they have the effrontery to go and arrest other people. You see, you're right.
It's crazy. It makes no sense.
No, you know, what did they say? If you're coming to equity, come with clean hands, right? We cannot have recalcitrant, disobedient public servants enforcing law. No. This man ought to be arrested and prosecuted fairly, according to the law.
But
just the same way that if he was standing by the roadside, you will catch somebody else.
This is Ghana. It's Adu. This man is supposed to be an enforcer of the law. So if he sees someone with a pillion behind him or her without protective gear, can he stop the person?
But he will do it.
He has no moral rights to do so.
No, but we don't care about morals. The morals have gone to the dogs.
You are risking the life of a child.
Yeah.
But you, the adult, you think what? You're more human than he is. So you are wearing your protective gear.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
We're a sad nation.
Well, the Daily Guide has these headlines here. It says, Ghanaian and 2 Chinese galamseyers open defense. EC begins ballot papers distribution. Of course, you know that we are about, 21 days away now, 22 days away. Bawumia, best man to lead Ghana. This is ex-president, former president J.A. Kufuor weighing in on the political conversations. 4 MP seat saga. Why Supreme Court overturned Speaker. Okay, it wasn't the Speaker that was overturned, please. Yeah, so those are the stories for the Daily Guide.
All right, let me take you to the Informer real quick. Elections 2024, Bawumia, ideal leader for Ghana, Kufuor declares. Give me power and you won't regret it. This is attributed to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Ignoring Supreme Court ruling, Bagbin faces 10 years imprisonment. This is Justice Atuguba warning. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Volta operation to ensure border integrity, immigration explains. And in this issue, it says, Mpox, no respecter of borders. WHO warns, thumbs up Ghana's readiness. That's it for the Informer newspaper.
Let me take you to the Inquisitor. Agojo stings Dampare again.
ACB.
Yeah.
Retired.
Personnel transferred for attending funeral with Mami Tiwa. Okay. BOG's exchange rates are artificially created. Richmond Ituahene is the one who's saying.
Whoa.
We have a Development Bank Ghana Paris orchestrated lies. And we have Fifi Boafo eulogizes Napo's humility, hardworking, and kindness. Of course, as a spokesperson, this is the one direction.
What else would you expect?
NDC to abolish BEC taxes. So apparently there are taxes, right? Okay, Omani Boama is the one speaking there.
BEC taxes.
And I'm not sure what the story would say exactly, but yes, that's what the headline tells us. It's in the paper, so you can grab the Inquisitor and go through it.
Well, it's in inverted commas, so I'm sure it's representing something.
Something, yeah.
Should we give you a shot? Betting tax?
Levy,
COVID levy? And then the other E will be what?
Okay, so BECE. It says, yeah.
Oh, it's actually
so
a
including.
BECE tax?
Yeah, no. So
Betting?
it says Mahama will abolish several taxes, including the e-betting tax, e-levy, COVID, and emission. So that's
right.
the B.
That's the BECE. Right. It makes sense now. It makes sense. Yeah. All right, let's get into the Ghanaian publisher. Akufo-Addo receives top French honor. Jospon pursues $400 million Afrexim Bank funding. And DACF, that's the District Assembly's Common Fund, refutes Ablakwa's criticism, defends DRIP program costs. Okay, that's what the Ghanaian publisher is saying this morning.
All right, let me just give you one more. The new publisher says Nana Addo receives France's highest national honor. Jospon Group seeks $400 million Afrim Exim Bank funding for Africa projects.
Okay.
And NDC will collapse free SHS for all and introduce means testing. Upon Nkrumah is the one who's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know on what authority he's saying that since he's not part of the NDC.
Right.
But
The new publisher seems to have had a conversation with the custodian this morning because similar headlines. Yeah. Akufo-Addo receives France's highest national award. Jospon Group seeks $400 million Afrexim Bank for funding for Africa projects. Dr. China woos voters for Bawumia in Volta region remote islands. Bawumia is best man for Ghana now. This is attributed to John Ajekum Kufuor. NDC on vote buying spree with Dubai trip promise. Okay, Charlie, Dubai, no. Make the promise, I'm come my way. Fidelity Bank partners UNFPA to end obstetric fistula in Ghana.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's the custodian. I'll end it on my side with the BNFT, Business and Financial Times. Jospon Group targets $400 million $400 million Afrexim Bank funding for Africa projects. Lawyer seeks Supreme Court order to halt government domestic borrowing, says parliamentary oversight needed, sounds alarm over legality, enforceability of T-bill contracts. Okay, France supports development with 1.4 billion euros over 3 decades. GSC partners fintechs to drive investor participation. DBG has not squandered WB and EIB funds as alleged. And Suatraman Rural Bank records impressive growth. PNC Forum 2024 set to discuss the next frontier for Nigeria content implementation. Okay, that's it for the BNFT, Business and Financial Times.
All right, so channel1news.com says Education Ministry to probe expired food supply to senior high schools. Now, you know, these things, as we speak about them, the various challenges that there are with the free SHS system, it's important for us to be very comprehensive in our, you know, this is just one angle. This is the food, and they discovered it, that expired food.
It was actually an expose by the Northern MP, Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. And but you see, whatever it is, right, this investigation should not be your typical let's go and set up a committee, drink tea, invite this. This should be expedited as soon as possible. Very quick. Because this is food that would have been consumed by our kids in school.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
And if indeed it is expired,
it poses a danger to their lives.
Exactly. This is murder. You're feeding the kids expired food. You're killing them. You get it? So, I mean, the investigations should be expedited as soon as possible. And then, I mean, establish the facts or otherwise. I mean, if there's no case, then that's fine.
There's no case,
But if indeed this is expired rice, because the danger here is that it was repackaged, deliberate, intent.
Wow.
So this will have to be somebody's personal greed and selfishness. You understand?
It's like Memboka.
And there's an agency that, I mean, sits atop of all this, the National Food Buffer Stock Company. Whoever it is that you contracted within that period and the review, let them bring their documents, let's know date of manufacture or whatever date of expiry and all that. Because I cannot for a second in my life believe that a sane human being would want to feed a child expired food. You get it?
Well, we hope not. But,
expedite the investigations.
yeah.
Let's get to the bottom of it as soon as possible. Don't go and play politics with this.
At all.
These are human lives we are discussing.
Yeah.
And if people are found culpable of
Deal with
indeed
them.
repackaging,
Deal with them.
it's not that there was a mistake and one sack was mixed with the lot. If you have repackaged expired rice to send to our senior high schools to feed our children, you and the devil, who is better?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense.
Election 2024, don't vote scared and blouse. Mahama is advising. NHIS enrollment has surged to over 17 million under MPP government. This is Insia Sari speaking on the manifesto. The traffic on Spintex Flower Pot Road to improve after construction. Urban roads is promising. And commuters frustrated by prolonged traffic on Spintex and Obechebe Lamte roads. Now, we do know that even though those roads have been open, the full complement of arterial connections and everything else around those roads have not been completed. So by all means, they would, create bottlenecks, in the system and some traffic and all of that. So let's hopefully, once they open up all the arterial roads and surface them properly, we should have, freedom in those areas.
For Flower Pot, we know that the president will commission it on Tuesday.
Okay.
So hopefully
over the weekend they will finish up all the different things they need to do.
It's just that the communication to commuters should be intensified. You understand? There should be diversional signs and all that visible enough for people to see that, so that people can use the other alternative that you have provided or you should provide, so they can use those and avoid that gridlock around the intersection there. But I mean, hopefully once the commissioning is done, those going directly into East Legon can use the flyover. Those going onto the motorway can take a right. Those who are not going to main East Legon but are going through the Gethsemane Cemetery area, they can go through the tunnel and all that, and then it eases up the traffic congestion there. Obechebe phase 1 is done, commissioned, but it's phase 2 that is currently ongoing. So hopefully when that is also done, it eases up the traffic along that stretch.
All right, fantastic. Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Absolute pleasure.
Now we're going to go to the next segment after a short break. And the next segment, we're going to be discussing the issue of cholera and sanitation broadly. And we're saying that in your area, in your region, wherever it is you find yourself, what's the sanitation situation like, right? And Nana, I don't know what you think, because the question we want to ask our viewers is, what do they recommend as solutions to our sanitation challenges?
We should bring someone back. Give them canes. They should lash people. People will conform. It's as simple as that.
Speaking
because if you have left you to do your own thing and you won't do it. Listen, have you seen the filth here? This is Tesano.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a residential area. This is supposed to be a high-end
one
community.
of the prime.
It rained. Kakrebi this done. Go about and see.
Yeah. So the gutters will push out the filth.
The gutters have pushed out so much filth onto the streets, the roads. And it's so appalling. Bring someone back, give them canes. Them lash
I agree.
people.
Listen, we don't deal with intransigent problems by caressing the problem.
No. If you treat it with kids' gloves, they will cry like kids.
Well,
as simple as that.
So anyway, so that's the conversation we're going to be having after a quick break. We'll be right back.
Life is a celebration of moments, big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink at a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva Pop too, and Tandy.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Facility Pro Management Services Limited, the most outstanding facility management company in Africa. We have over 12 years experience in professional facility management services, such as cleaning, fumigation, and pest control to landscaping, post-construction cleanings, and electronic security installations. With highly trained personnel, exceptional customer service, and operations in all 16 regions of Ghana, we offer you value for money always. Facility Pro, trusted by top brands like Scania West Africa, Orca Deco, Robert Bosch Ghana, National Communications Authority, First National Bank, Consolidated Bank Ghana, Zenith Bank, Brain Hill International School, Villac International School, just to mention a few. Let us maintain the value of your property. Facility Pro, maintaining the value of your property.
How to live long needs no charm. Nana Sase, the writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash, invites you to Mental Pictures 8, a colorful night of literary renditions and cultural expressions dubbed Bejina Reloaded, the child who will stay. Date 22nd November 2024. Venue La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Time 6 p.m. Secure your seat with 100 Ghana cedis and experience this night of Ghanaian and African folklore embodied in poetry, dance, music, and your best imagination. Call 0244-924932 for tickets and all enquiries, or purchase your tickets on short code *365*88*539#. Sponsors: Ghana Export Promotion Authority.
Media partners: Channel 1 TV, Hits FM, Joy FM. Partner: Mabari Beach Hotel.
This event is powered by Asase Inscription, Ghana's first literary coaching agency and cultural consultancy.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Baumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Baumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Baumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Baumia is committed to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Baumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Essuroho. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
Introducing Rexona Non-Stop Protection 72-hour anti-perspirant with breakthrough microtechnology that forms a stronger sweat barrier. Tested to the limit, even during the most intense workout.
Still clean, dry, and fresh for longer.
Try the new Rexona 72-hour non-stop protection for clean, dry, and fresh underarms every day.
Welcome back from that break. Now it's time to get very interactive with you right here on the show, as we'll be opening the phone lines shortly. But before we do remember that you can also send in your WhatsApp messages via the number 020-444-7033. When we open the phone lines, the number to call is 026-930-63 3312. And this morning, the question we are asking you, we are talking about sanitation problems. We've seen reports telling us about how cholera outbreaks are taking lives. I mean, we can't continue being dirty. We are humans. We can't continue living life anyhow. We can't continue destroying our environment with our negligence or our attitude of filth and not being clean. So we are asking you this morning, what do you suggest is the permanent solution to handling our sanitation issues in Ghana? So this morning you can call us via the number 026-930-6312 or send us a WhatsApp message on the number 020-444-7033. Before we even start receiving calls, I'll start off with you. I said yesterday that, look, it's high time we reintegrate town council, what we used to call tankers, as Nana said earlier, Sama, to really put people in check, because we've become so negligent, so I don't care, so the street is not for my father. I have said that kind of attitude, and at the end of the day, it goes and comes back to affect all of us.
Yeah, you know, the thing about human beings is that human beings run towards pleasure and pleasurable things, and they run away from pain and painful things. If we don't discipline ourselves and go through the pain of being disciplined as a society, which will eventually bring delight, right? If we don't go through that pain, the mass death cases that will hit us through dysentery, cholera, typhoid, and all these, you know, waterborne, filth-related diseases that are enteric in nature. They affect our, you know, our alimentary, the alimentary canal and all of that. It will be so rampant. Look, even what we are seeing now is like kid games. If we don't discipline ourselves, we are going to experience the worst of the worst. All right? So it's important to bear it in mind, you know, that we need to be disciplined as a people. The question we're asking this morning is very simple. Wherever you stay, wherever you live across the country, what's the sanitation situation like? And what do you think we can do as a permanent solution, once and for all, to fix this our sanitation problem? It's a real problem. And I don't think there's any Ghanaian anywhere who doesn't see it and even admit that it's a problem. But it's like we are all waiting for someone else to do something about it.
We are all waiting for government, calling on government, yet we create the problems and expect somebody to come and correct.
And you know, Dzifa, what pains me in all this, what pains me is that when you see people like the bus stop boys going around to clean places, and yet when they go around to clean places, after 3 weeks, a month.
Just hold your thoughts on the bus stop boys. Don't forget what you want to say. We have a call on the line. Let's speak with her and come back. Hello, yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, yeah.
Good morning.
Where are you calling us from?
Calling from Pokwase.
Pokwase, all right. Tell us, what is the sanitation situation in Pokwase, first of all?
Okay, so I think it's necessary for the town council to be reinforced again. Because most of us are waiting for someone to tell us, do this before we do it. And that's as a result of indiscipline. So for us to be able to solve this problem, I think the town council should be bring up.
Right. But I wanted to find out, what's the sanitation problem in Pokwase like? Is there any attitude of improper disposal of waste and all of that from the people there? Hello, yeah, are you still there? Anyway, I think we lost her. Right, so I think she also agrees with us about the town council thing, but you were saying something about the bus stop boys.
Yes, I was just saying that what pains me is that when we see people like the bus stop boys going to clean places, and you actually see it because they filmed the before and after, then 3 weeks later, a month later, they decide that, look, let's go back and see what it looks like. And the filth is back.
Even worse than it used to be.
You know? like Nana said, we should not, you see, and let's not joke about this. We should bring back properly empowered, authorized town council officers who have the power to arrest, the power to summon you to the court, the power to fine you on the spot, and the power to lash you as we did in the past. Honestly, because it's like, look, in Medina, and I'm saying this because we've actually practiced it in Medina recently, where at the Zongo Junction,
right,
when we were trying to prevent people from crossing the road rampantly, indiscriminately, they put up the wire fence. People were scaling the wire fence. Then they put officers on the ground with canes. The nonsense stopped. That's what we need to do. We have a caller from Takoradi. Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Yeah, I'm an education calling from Takoradi with the rich.
All right, sir. What yes, go ahead.
The permanent solution is that the government should handle the sanitation issue to Ghana Armed Forces. It will just take 1 month. The whole Ghana will change.
I like your idea.
It should just give Ghana Armed Forces just 1 month. The whole situation will change. Government should take that initiative, and you see what will happen in Ghana.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your call, Sean.
Amen.
Yeah. It's back to the issue of discipline.
Yes.
And the feeling that the military you see why he's referring to Ghana Armed Forces? Because we know the military are a disciplined group of people.
And when you're doing something that is not right and you hear that, oh, the military is coming.
You organize yourself.
You're on your toes. Exactly.
Yeah,
you're on your toes.
Fast.
You're actually looking for it to do. Look at the Galamsey, the issue of the Galamsey, where the military was deployed. And the people were running away. The miners were running away because they know that they are doing what is not right. Yet they are still there. The moment they hear that the military is coming, they flee from the scenes. We have a caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Tigu, calling from Ejisu.
All right, let's hear you.
Okay, first of all, I'm from Ejisu, and then the sanitation condition in our area is not that bad. You see? And then this is because of the good layout. Right? It makes it easy for rubbish collectors to come. It's some people's job to collect rubbish from different homes. So when they come, they take it, and then it's easy for them to take. Understand? But there are some places and some towns and cities that the layout there is very poor. Right? So it makes it difficult for these rubbish collectors to come in and then take these rubbishes, and then people will be just dumping anywhere. And then second of all, I think as childish as it seems that soldiers should be brought into the case, it's all of these. Why can Accra, our capital town, right, be like this? Soldiers must be brought into the case.
Yeah.
That's the permanent solution.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I saw something yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw a heap of, you know, when you eat coconut,
right?
You buy coconut and you eat the shell, right? That's waste.
Yes.
There's a place in Accra, in Asylum Down. Okay, it's a mountain of coconut shell. Like you see what you see in the video here, on the video wall here. You see this heap, a heap like this. It's only coconut shells. In the heart of Accra.
Kwaku, how?
And it's not enclosed. It's just in the open. I mean, I can't for the life of me understand how the assembly would allow this to exist.
Kwaku, we have a caller from Mama Saman. Hi, good morning, Adiza.
Yes, madam, morning.
Very good morning to you. Tell us about the sanitation situation in Amasaman.
Yeah, over there is very poor. It's very, very, very poor. Our solution for this is we should go back to our sanitation security, which we do call Saman. Yes, that would be the best solution for it.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So that would be the best, because those times in our villages, if people see summer coming, they know the days they do come.
Mm.
So do everything clean, everything.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Adiza, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's it.
All right. Thank you
Any
very
security.
Mm.
We do call the summer. That will help us.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you very much for
Okay.
calling us this morning.
You see,
Kweku,
so that
speaking
even
about
if
the
they,
coconut
shells,
shells,
yeah.
I don't know how we don't think outside the box about ways to explore these things, some of these things to use for recycling. I've seen this coconut shell being used for storage containers, for body lotions, body creams, soaps, and all of that. And you should see it, you should touch it. So beautiful.
Yeah.
And we just dispose them just like
No, but
that.
even that one, I suspect that some people have just decided that they want to use it for recycling and to use it in other things. But my challenge is when you dump it there and it's sitting there for a month, 2 months, 3 months, it's disease. It's spreading all kinds of disease, breeding mosquitoes, all kinds of things. We have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Breakfast Daily. Your name, please.
Yes, my name is Grandma Lilia.
Okay. And where are you speaking to us from? Okay, all right. Please share your thoughts with us.
I suggest we can recall the Saturday sanitation every Saturday of the month.
Every first Saturday of the month, okay.
So we can around it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know how far that first Saturday of the month sanitation thing went, but Kweku, really, if you ask me, I do not think we should wait till a first Saturday of the month before you actually clean your environment. How much or how long will it take for you to wake up in the morning, maybe a little earlier than you usually do, clean up? And if it becomes a constant thing, you will not have, you don't need, or the environment will not be so dirty that you need to wait for every Saturday of the month for it to be like a national thing before you actually engage in keeping your environment clean. These are everyday practices that we need to really keep up with. Anyway.
Hello, Michael.
Yes.
Yes, talk to us. What are your thoughts?
Thanks so much. I believe, one, we always compare Ghana now to Ghana before. Previously, sanitation issues were a bit more simple to solve because of the population. The population was not so high. If you compare Ghana then and Ghana now, population has really gone up, especially within Accra, where people move all the way from the northern part to the regional capital to get better things to do.
Yeah.
I think as of now, the situation is more complicated and needs a multifaceted approach.
Okay.
We are always calling on getting the military involved because it's a discipline issue and all those stuff. But I feel that we should also look at behavioral actions and the mindset of the public. If you have parents who allow their children to urinate by a building or allow themselves to do the number two, just somewhere where no one is watching. What are you teaching that child? What are you teaching your child when they get into a structure and you tell them, oh, throw the rubber out of the car and all those? What are we even teaching our children in the curriculum? So when you go to the SHS, if you go to the JHS, it's in the primary, what are they teaching the children? What are they making sure that children learn from that age? Then you also come to infrastructure. Honestly, I don't think that the government has put in place the right infrastructure to take care of the amount of tonnage, the tonnage of waste which is generated in Accra daily, even talk less of other metropolis. So I feel that instead of just calling for a simple solution, saying, oh, bring the military in, let's look at the problem as a complicated one, which needs to be approached in a more complicated manner to achieve it. So yes, it's a disciplinary issue, but let's not just simplify the situation and say bring in the military. Because you'll be surprised that the military will come on board and people would be scared to dump elsewhere and they'll just be keeping the rubbish in their homes. Meanwhile, there's no waste truck to come for that waste. And we'll be having sinking homes, basically. So it's more complicated. The military will keep people from dumping, but when the military disappears, we come back to the same old problem where people dump what they're not supposed to. So I would say let's look at a more multifaceted approach and then.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
Michael sharing his thoughts there. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, Michael makes an interesting point. I think that the call for the military to be involved in disciplining the society is a call that is just one step of the intervention, right? I feel that it's a multi-pronged approach. So if a father is walking with his kids, 2 boys, right? And you're walking with your father and you stop by the roadside to pee on somebody's wall, right? You don't have to tell your child to do or not to do. They will do because they saw you do.
Exactly.
You see the thing? So for me, it's the enforcement is critical because the enforcement impacts the adults. And the adults will then do the right thing, which teaches the children to follow the right thing. Do you see?
Anyway, we have a caller from Ablikuma. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name? We understand you're calling from Ablikuma, but we didn't get your name. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Philip.
All right, Philip, tell us, what's the sanitation situation in Ablikuma?
It's very bad.
How bad?
Because about the coconut shell Kwaku is talking about around Asylum Down, I've seen it before. It's very bad over there. I think it's right opposite Iran Clinic.
It is. That's the one.
What about Ablikuma? What's the situation in Ablikuma since you
The situation at Ablikuma. Last time I went to work, I came around home. I came back around 3 o'clock in the midnight.
Okay.
A woman carried her boiler from the house and came and dumped it right under the traffic light.
What?
And I asked her into what and she was looking at my face.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But you see, the painful thing about all of this is that they are
so the sanitation in Ghana now, like how we are saying it, the government has to put in the hands of the town council or the military.
Yeah.
That will solve our problem for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling, Kwaku. So this thing this gentleman just said, and the caller before him, the other time I was coming to work very early in the morning, there was a schoolboy going to school as well, and just by a gutter, he saw a bottle, waste bottle, and he kicked the bottle into the gutter. I got down from the car and I told him that do not do that again. That is so wrong. I made him step into the gutter because it was a dry gutter, and picked it and gave it to me. I kept it in the car till I got to the office and dumped it. So we really need to be each other's keeper. Sometimes let's just assume that every time when I'm having conversations like this with you, I ask you, don't the people know? Like it's just home sense, it's common sense. Sometimes you don't need to go to school to learn these things. It's basic knowledge. Basic knowledge. So if you see somebody doing that, you make sure, because we also need to enforce people to do the right thing if you know better.
Yeah. Because they know that what they're doing is wrong, but it's like nobody's watching, so they can get away with it. We have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Paul, how are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you. What are your thoughts on this conversation we're having?
Yeah, Ghana's problem is a very big problem. And then without the military, we will not get to where we want to get to. So we need the military, seriously, because Ghana has a big problem from now to 2030.
Yeah,
we have a big problem. And if we don't involve the military, Ghana will not get to where Ghana wants to get to. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul. All the way from Afinia. Now, there's some messages that came in. This one says, where is the sanitation minister? That's the question I would like to know. Where is the sanitation minister? Do we have one? What happened to making Accra the cleanest city in Africa? That's another one I would like to know. What happened to that? Accra is still one of the filthiest. I'll repeat that. Accra is still one of the filthiest. And it's maybe more dirty now than it has been in a while. So I don't know what happened to making it the cleanest. The minister should also be involved and treat this as a war against uncleanliness.
Cool. We have a caller on the line. Hi, Yaya. Good morning. Good morning. You're calling us all
My
the
name
way
is Yaya from Upper West.
All right, Yaya, let's hear you.
I think the whole discussion is a very good one. You see, when our forefathers were in this country, you see they could allocate some portions, and everyone will know that this place you don't urinate there. This place you don't put garbage there. It is not that if you put the garbage, you will tell it. It is through this. They want to protect the community. And even if you were a man or a woman carrying your load from the farm to the community, when you get to the outset, they will tell you that you have to put the thing you cover your head away. You don't put it, you don't send it to the house. You throw it in the bush before you come in. As you say that you ask somebody's word to take you a bottle. If you are not careful yourself, you even politely ask this person's child or son to give you the bottle, and you will still be in trouble. Forgive me to say, it is not the military who are acting foolishly. We can all do that. And I'm still suggesting that let's give the powers to the central inspectors, the different assembly levels.
Yeah.
You know, the police stations are now more difficult than ever. The central inspector can stand at any community and call for police enforcement to come and take somebody to the police station. But we can't do that now. Why? It is through our attitude. The person that will be sending that to the school or where, and he or she will be urinating at somebody's backyard, it is through the federal rally. One of the days when children play in the outside, when they see big men, they give them. Now, if you want to control a child, the child will maybe can easily beat you. Our children are destroying the country. Now, where are we getting the cholera from? And it is spreading all over. We are ourselves bringing it.
Yeah.
We must control our garbages by ourselves, not the institution. But the government must help. We have to ask the National Assembly to enforce the Central Inspector's law. That's the Sama law.
Yeah.
When you head in the only Sama establishment, you can eat. You can never eat. You have to run and give your area before. Let's do that again. See if Ghana will go to the first class country.
All right.
Even the villages are more west than the town. If you come to know northern Ghana here, what is happening in Accra is even better. These bottles and plastic rubbers will stand them all over. Nobody is taking care. Nobody is in control. Even the main roads, we shall find them. It can go them. Thank you very much for having me with you.
Thank you so much.
Yaya.
Thank you. We appreciate your call. Cool. He says that even the villages are becoming worse than the towns and cities.
We are having these conversations, and everybody keeps talking about the need for an enforcement, the need for the reinstatement of town council. Now, let's look at the situation of Adan as we saw yesterday in the report. These are people that live close to a water body, and they've used the water body as their place of convenience. Yet there's a local assembly, there's a municipal assembly, and they are all watching.
They know.
In the faces of everybody.
If they're not involved themselves.
In the faces of everybody, they are watching. There are no toilet facilities in the community, so the people have resorted to easing themselves openly. Why does
the assembly build toilet facilities?
With no shame,
it's part of your responsibility.
It's very disgusting.
Yeah, because you are the assembly for the community. So
yet these same communities will have ballot boxes and member of parliament as well as ministers going there, parliamentary candidates, presidential candidates going there to campaign to solicit their votes.
Yeah, making all kinds of promises. So anyway, there's one more message I want to read quickly before we take a break. This one is coming from Kwaku in Weja. He says, me, what I don't understand is you will see a sign saying, don't dump rubbish here, yet you proceed to do that. Dump rubbish exactly there. Even if wisdom has been chasing you, you've been faster all your life. How do you miss this one? At a point, it's the rod of correction they need. The rod of correction they need.
Indeed. Kweko, this one is from Michael from Boligatanga. He says, I believe the government must be intentional about sanitation in the country. Create plastic recycling companies. Provide 2 or 3 bins for every household. One for plastic, another for organic, etc. Collect the plastic waste every month to the factories for recycling. Listening to the manifestos of the presidential candidates for this election, I haven't heard any policy suggestions towards sanitation. Very interesting. There's another one here that also says tax force at metropolitan assemblies should be taxed as a solution to control sanitation problems.
All right. That's what we have for our conversation this morning. Thank you to all of you who called from far and near. We appreciate your thoughts, and we know we do this with you because it's important. It's a collective effort for us to change Ghana and let Ghana be the beautiful country that we've been promised for so many years, and we want to experience it. And this sanitation thing is a very big deal, and we need to get to it. I want to say to the Honorable Minister this morning, this is right at your doorstep. This is right at your doorstep. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. When we are back, there's more. There's music, there's poetry, there's a lot of things going to happen on the show.
In the heart of our communities, change is not just a dream, it's a promise.
I don't have to worry about rising costs and taxes. Dr. Baumia's flat rate tax system is a breath of fresh air. It means I can keep more of what I earn and invest back into my business.
I've seen so many changes in my lifetime, but what matters most is to feel secured. Dr. Baumia's initiative for the elderly is to make sure we are not forgotten. He's giving us the exact care that we deserve.
With digital skills training, I am no longer worried about the future. Dr. Baumia empowers us to thrive in a digital world, making us ready for tomorrow's jobs.
Job opportunities are crucial for my generation. Dr. Baumia is committing to creating job opportunities and entrepreneurship. With his vision, we can build our dreams.
Together, we can transform our nation. Dr. Baumia's plan arranges policies. They are pathway for prosperity for every Ghanaian.
It's time for leadership that listens and acts. A vision for all of us, where every voice matters and every dream is possible. Vote Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Esuro. Vote number 1 on the ballot.
We all have that one friend, always by your side for the big moments and ready to assist. He's always got his eyes on the prize and his heart in the right place. Where would we be without our BFFs? This season, enjoy all 380 Premier League games with your BFF GoTV. Upgrade or reconnect to GoTV Super Plus for the discounted price of just 265 cedis today. GoTV, love it.
Look around. Home also need a makeover. Oh, mine clearly does. So we went to Ashroom and found the Como collection. It had everything we're looking for and more. Matching furniture for the entire home, designed with you in mind.
Where's Como collection? Dressing up is just a breeze. Always ready with a perfect accessory.
A magic dressing mirror. One look and you're ready to face the world. Or at least the kids.
A bed perfect for young men who want
A table that turns into a treasure chest.
And finally, a sofa with this grand TV unit for family time at home.
Head over to any Ashform store now and discover the new Como collection. Ashform, feel it, know it.
Step into a world where words take on life, where verse becomes spirit. Join us on Saturday, 16th November 2024 at the National Theatre of Ghana for the Matrix Verse Experience, Roots and Blossoms. An evening of poetic immersion led by the poetess Apioko and Kwampa, celebrating heritage, examining Ghana's social issues, interrogating trauma, and discovering hope. Through verse and the spirit of art, poetry, music, painting, photography, food art, plant art, and performance, we will connect with our roots and let new possibilities blossom. Dress for poetic ancestry and join us in honoring the power of heritage and beauty of human resilience. For ticket reservations and enquiries, call 027-143-0082. The Matrix Verse Experience 2024 is powered by the Breathing Art Studio and Lioness Communications in partnership with UNESCO and the National Theatre of Ghana. Media partners, Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM. Partners, Ahaspora, Beyond the Return, the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, Colorcast, Oxfam, the Aguma Tea Company, and Purple Leaf Soap House.
So nice to have clean hands again. We have to talk about soap molecules. So washing your hands with soap and water is very important because it keeps us healthy. It's time to make some soap. Yay! Hard soap. Wonder Space Explorers, do you want to see how our soap turned out? For our activity today, we're going to be making... Whoa! That was huge! You definitely don't want to miss the Wonder Space Show with Miss Natalie!
Watch the Wonder Space Show on Saturdays at 12 noon only on Channel 1 TV.
A taste of Ghana is what you need. Imagine some sweet smoothies and shakes from a Ghanaian brand.
This right here is Avi Shake, and what I am having is perfect match.
And being styled up looking like money from a creative Ghanaian mind.
Some designs may work with a particular fabric and not necessarily the other.
Whenever I'm actually curating something in my head, I'm picturing the personality who would like to wear it, where he would like to wear it to, and the kind of attention he would like to get in the outfit.
And to top it all, you're treated to great tunes from a great Ghanaian band. Isn't your day made? Now, for this experience, join hosts Frima Edinyame and Nana Tufor for a great evening of relaxation, fashion talk, and some sweet tastes this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt on The Upside Down Show. Don't forget, The Upside Down Show is proudly sponsored by Sky Mineral Water.
In this fast-paced world, we understand the value of your time, which is why we bring you the key stories that you need to know without any unnecessary filler. Our team of dedicated journalists have carefully curated the news, ensuring that you stay informed about the latest developments in your community, nation, and the world. From breaking news to in-depth features, we cover a wide range of topics to keep you up to date. In just 30 minutes, we'll bring you the top stories, providing you with a snapshot of what's happening around the globe, whether it's politics, business, sports, or entertainment. Channel 1 Newsfeed covers it all. Tune in to Channel 1 Newsfeed every weekday on Channel 1 TV and get the news you need quickly and efficiently. Stay connected, stay informed, and stay ahead of the curve.
Walk your talk. I feel so good. My destiny. I wish I could write your name in the sky for the whole world to see. How much more I love you. With you, there's nothing I no go do. Come on, keep me smiling. Now me and you go fly. Make you pop some pay. Even if I don't get money, grab, mommy go pay. And the only thing I want to know, you are my everything. If I deal with you, I know they see nothing. You make me something. Without you, I not be anything. You are my everything. If I deal with you, I know they see nothing. You make me something. Without you, I not be anything. I am your Romeo. Juliet, I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? Baby, chop sausage, spaghetti in my pocket. Make it chop sausage, spaghetti in my pocket. Make it chop sausage. Open me a mouth. Send me Sakyi and money. Choppy, choppy, we go choppy, oh. Jiggy, jiggy, we go jiggy, oh. Baby sweet like potato. You fresh like tomato. I'll give you back, make you carry go. You are my everything. If I deal with you, I know they see nothing. You make me something. Without you, I know be anything. You are my everything. If I deal with you, I know they see nothing. You make me something. Without you, I not be anything. I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? I am your Romeo. Would you be my Juliet? Dokoba, Emanela Hiligo, Okamal Pamayoka. Panini Waya Amazu, Dokoba, Emanela Hiligo, Bakamal Pamayoka. Abiwala Bala Killing Mayara. I hate Alabama Gom to Hinitabala, Banuela Donna Livica, to Masaya Gera. Babiwala Bala Killing Mayara. I hate Alabama Gom to Hinitabala. Manuela donna liga to Masaya Gera. Panini Zaya Amazu, Dokoba, Emandela Iligo, Kamale Pamayo. Put up on the Zaya Amazu, Dokoba, Emandela Iligo. Dokoba, Emadela Iligo, Kamale Pamayoka. like something fala. Yeah, behind time, girls. We know they like something arha. You go buy weave on tie her before you go get them fire. You go buy weave on tie her before you go get them fire. I know I buy weave on tie her before I go get them fire. What a coat according to your size. Some they cut them oversized. Everybody getting tight. Low class, they look for high class. Poverty when they for house, where you be boss for outside. If you don't give me away, if you go give me, I go stay. I know I buy me on fire before I go get them fire. You go buy me on fire before you go get them fire. I know I buy me on fire before I go get them fire. Thank you very much. Today I turned 37 years. And today is my birthday. And I'm releasing a new song called Walk Your Talk. You can download it now on Audio Mac by the name Dzifa Kaidy Akoto. Ghana is a country, I'm proud to be there. The thing we say, we know they walk our talk. Too big to develop Ghana, too small to campaign. Too big to develop, too small to campaign. Too big to develop, too small to campaign. Ghana is a country, I'm proud to be there. The thing we say, we know they walk. Pogo bola diama, purao bola diama, bio bola diama. Too big to develop Ghana, too small to campaign Ghana. Too big to develop Ghana, too small to campaign Ghana. Too big to develop Ghana, too small to campaign. Election time, they go know my village. Election time, they go know your village. Election time, they go know our village. Election time, big population good for them. Employment time, big population bad for them. Chino, di masangana, di masangana, di masangana, di masangana. Nerobola diama. Pogo bola diama, pura bola diama, bio bola diama. Ghana is a country, I'm proud to be there. The thing we say, we know they walk our talk.
Evoke bang bang, too small to campaign. Bang bang, too big to develop, too small to campaign. Anyway, happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. It's good to have you here on your birthday. Thank you for
you.
Spending your birthday morning with us.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, let me start off the conversation. For the purposes of those who do not know you or your kind or your style of music, tell us a little about yourself and your choice or your style of music.
Yeah, I go by Steve. The name is Dzifa Kaidy. And yeah,
you don't actually have to speak into the mic. You have the close, so just have a conversation with me.
I'm just doing music.
Okay.
I do everything with just my instrument. Even though it's a traditional instrument, but I decided to invent this one for myself because I can hear you've been talking of sanitation or something. It's like kind of help to reduce.
This is a recycling instrument.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Beautiful. I would actually ask you about the instrument, but I heard something about kologu. I hope I got the pronunciation right.
Yeah.
Tell us about kologu.
Yeah, kologu is a two-string nylon string guitar, from the Upper East of Ghana, very popular in the Upper East and some part of Africa, like Mali, the Burkina Faso, and the other side. But ours is like we play it with like a percussion too as well. It's now one of the biggest instruments. We have legends from Congo music, and they are taking it to the world too.
So aside from you, I have seen the likes of King Ayisoba, who plays Koloku. Yeah. Is it something purposely for the people of the north?
It's like it's for the north. It's like separate word for Asantis or the other side.
Anyway, that's beautiful. But tell us about your music. How long have you been doing music? How many songs do you have? Any popular ones or any renditions or whatever?
Yeah, I've been doing music since half of my life, like 15. At the age of 15 years, I'm 37 now.
Oh.
So I've been doing music since, and very popular in the Upper East of Ghana. And I have uncountable songs. I can't count my songs. I have over thousands of songs that is released out there, those local and international. And I have a one hit now with a DJ from Morocco, which is Uncompound. It's almost 70 million streams only on Spotify. I have 1 million monthly listeners. And my song was the one NFL Super Bowl America used for this year, 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, it was my song they used for the
wow.
Featuring Ambule.
I'm actually very much impressed. But then again, as you rightly said, you are popular up north. How difficult or how easy has it been trying to navigate your music down south here, especially what they would say in Accra-based musicians? I hope you understand. How difficult or how easy has it been?
It's difficult because people from here choose lyrics over melodies. So sometimes it's like wasting your time and energy, so you should focus on where you can get it easy. Because I've been playing shows. I just returned from Brussels, that was 2 days ago.
Right.
And I've been playing shows like since summer to now. I've been playing shows and doing everything nice. Even though they don't understand my language, but the instruments and the vibe, they understand. But Ghanaians don't understand vibes. They don't understand music. They just listen to lyrics. Poor quality production. So if you bring something out where they don't understand your what you are singing about, it doesn't move anybody.
Speaking of which, don't you think it has to do with a problem of language barrier? Because even though language
shouldn't be a barrier for music, because we've been listening to music that we don't understand the language too.
Right.
This song I'm talking about, this Uncompound with almost 70 million streams, it's Frafra. I'm singing Frafra.
So, okay, tell us about that, but what's the title again?
Uncompound.
Uncompound.
Yeah.
I hope I got the pronunciation. Yeah. Uncompound.
Yes.
Tell us about it. What does it talk about? What is the song about?
It's just talking about, he's a DJ from Morocco doing Afro house music, and so he heard my voice and like, wow, I like this guy, to work with this guy, and he just contacted me, and I just give him something like freestyle, like I mentioned the name of my ancestors and start to do like chanting style of singing, and I just bring it out. All of a sudden, it just blew the world, boom.
Wow, I'm very much impressed. But before I let you go, where can people listen to your songs and stream it? Because you do good music. Yeah. I appreciate it. Where can people stream your song and listen to it?
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah. On just on Spotify?
Yeah, because I push my stuff there, because there you get something good than the AudioMac. I have some AudioMac accounts, but my serious job is on the Spotify.
Right, and if people want to reach out to you for performances and whatnot, how can they reach out to you?
Just like the name Steve Watambire. You can get me on Instagram, Facebook, all social media handles.
Right, Steve-O, I cannot let you go without, I want to feel this thing. What is it made of? This is what?
This is like a thing from glue. They use it for glue, and after I just feel like, no, I have to use something different.
And what's this? What's the string made of?
It's a nylon string, the ones they use for fishing.
Oh, and this is just like a normal stick?
Smooth morphine stick,
Anyway, Steve-O, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We hope that we Ghanaians, or we down south here in Accra, are able to appreciate your music and support you more, because you're doing so well.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
All right, so we get to see the matriarch perform right after this break. Do stay with us.
I go. I'm the royal town cry. I'm the queen of my poetic woman queendom. I'm the goddess of poetic African savannas, jungles, rivers, and oceans. I'm the lioness, I'm the tigress, I'm the Ghanaian mermaid. I'm the matriarch of modern poetic nations. I'm poetry incarnate, and my pen fears no sword, no man, no woman, no card, no beast, no plague. Forget the muse, I'm the muse. How do we typically respond to the sound of the national anthem? The Ghana national anthem, Ghana's national anthem, our national anthem. How do we typically respond to our national anthem when no one is watching? Ago, ago. Carrying a market basket full of love, joy, ecstasy, and care. But the sun's warm golden rays had toasted the blood and bones that covered the love, the joy, the ecstasy, and the care. Crispy and toasty like the tasty coating of Awonia's kina. He would carry her bag. He would pay for her lunch. He would buckle her shoes. He would proofread her weekly reports. He would cry her cries and laugh her laughs. In the heart of Accra, whispers turn to cries as youth chase jobs that vanish before their eyes. A nation blessed, yet we're blinded by our own light, forgetting the struggles that stalk us by night. Policy stale, governance but a shadow show. In fields of innovation, nothing seems to grow. Education, housing, over-politicized. Galamsey is our legacy, politically strategized. As minds flee, seeking lands to offer more, who will remain to heal the scars that we bore? In this election's light, there's a sliver of hope, a chance to cut loose these binding ropes. Watching our love fade away, feel prices soar and families fray. In the dance of parts, our dreams they betray. Are we too lost to find a better way? Ghana, I'm watching our love fade away. Fuel prices soar and families foray. In the dance of power, it's our dreams they betray. Are we too lost to find a better way? You see, if we don't rally the spirit that our anthem sings, if we don't reignite the hope that peace can bring, from Accra to Kumasi to Tamale to Ho to Takrady to Kufurijia to Sunyai to Wa, our voices must rise. We must unlock the promise seen through our wiser eyes. What are we doing? Where are we going? The leaders are there, yes, but what is our role to play in all of this? Ghana, Our love for you is fading. It's dying. Fuel prices soar, things are not so great. Families are fraying at the very fabric with which they are made. And in the corridors of power, they are dancing and playing and joking with our future. What is there for us? They betray our hopes. They betray our dreams. Tell me, are we too lost to find a better way? Ghana, are we too lost to find a better way?
All right. Happy Uncle.
Yes, David.
Yeah, beautiful. Come join me here.
All righty, all right.
Let's have a
Please,
conversation.
a round of applause for
Yes.
Pampa in a different light.
Yes, I know, right? Well done, 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 well done. That's beautiful. All right.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm well, I'm
You're
well.
looking
I'm
very
good.
royally, you know, matriarchy.
Yeah, the matriarch is here.
And welcome to you too. How are you doing, Thelma?
Great, thank
wonderful,
you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so you're with Oxfam.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
tell us a little bit about what you do at Oxfam and why you're part of, you know, this conversation this morning.
Okay, so I'm the Gender Justice Advisor with Oxfam in Ghana, an INGO that has been in existence for the past 30 years. And our areas of interest have been in the just economies, which includes, you know, work around our mining and extractive industries and the agricultural value chain. We also look at accountable governance, how we can equip citizens to hold their governments accountable. And then where I come in is the gender justice and social inclusion pillar, where we look at ways to ensure that we have a gender equitable society and the place of the marginalized and the vulnerable are seen in how we incorporate and socialize all things that pertain to our most vulnerable people in our society. So when it comes to, you know, issues around gender equality and injustice, we try to find innovative ways to, you know, tackle those core issues that are part of our structure as a society. We have a very patriarchal society, I must mention.
Yes, yes, very.
And when you talk about trying to undo some of these social norms, traditional norms that have in a way created barriers for women, girls, boys, and persons living with disabilities, you're talking about social change, behavioral change. And what better way to convey the message and to have people leave certain spaces of advocacy with much deep reflection about how they can influence their space and drive the change themselves than the arts. So this is our second year running, right? Yes, of supporting the Matriarch's Verse. And the timing couldn't have been great for me because we are just getting into 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. And this is a UN, you know, commemorative campaign, and globally the theme is Beijing after 30 years. We went to Beijing.
Wow.
It's been 30 years plus already, yes.
Amazing.
As a society, we need to sit and reflect on what we've been able to achieve post Beijing. So advocacy from the 25th of November till the 10th of December, which is the Human Rights Day, where we'll be focusing on gender equality, sexual and gender-based violence, and other forms of, you know, gender-related areas. So Apioko's the Matriarch's Verse is very timely because we always try to find ways to, you know, tap into arts, look at music, literature, poetry, dance, the culinary arts, to push some of these issues across.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, Apioko.
Yes, David.
Yeah, so, okay, so first of all, you refer to yourself as a seasonal poet. Explain.
As a seasonal poet?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm a poet.
Okay.
And I mean, it's as simple as that.
Okay.
What I don't call myself is a spoken word artist.
Okay.
And you know, there are lots of debates
Because
about this. What is
yeah.
poetry, what is spoken word? But as a literary scholar, I can tell you that spoken word art is an art craft on its own. It has its origins in Africa. I mean, the late Professor Atukwe Okan is actually known as the godfather of spoken word. It's very interesting. And so what we hear, what we see in the Western world, they pick some of these things from our very own here in Ghana and on the continent. You'd be surprised to learn that. But poetry is a broader, umbrella, and then there's performance poetry. What I do with my poetry is I write what I call verse journalism.
Verse journalism.
I didn't coin the term. It came from Gwendolyn Brooks, a very strong African-American woman who was a Pulitzer Prize winner many years ago, strong feminist. But what she said was that, look, like, Thelma has outlined, because they were dealing with a lot of civil rights issues, gender issues at the time, even looking at suffrage for women, getting people to be able to vote, people of marginalized, situations to be able to vote and all that, and have a voice. Art and literature in particular became a vehicle that was soft enough to push the powerful narratives that they were pushing without necessarily offending people. It's art. I didn't call your name, but I've said what I've had to say.
Yes.
And so what verse journalism is we document the feeling of the fact. When we do, we're in a media house, when we do journalistic work, we're looking very much at the facts, the figures, the statistics. But sometimes within all of that, we lose the humanity of the stories beneath that. What verse journalism does is it takes the stories, it humanizes them, and then puts them out there for everybody to see. So you're not just seeing, an example is COVID-19. We're seeing statistics. This number of people have passed away. This number of people have received vaccines. This number of people have been infected, all of that. But we weren't hearing names. We weren't hearing stories. When you put that into poetry, you can now tell the story of the man who missed a call from his wife's doctor in the emergency room. And by the time he got there, she had passed away from COVID. You can hear the story of a young person who couldn't go to school for 3 years because they didn't have access to digital tools to do online school, even though that was supposed to have been solving the problem. Those are stories. So that's what verse journalism does. And for me, I come from the tradition of the late Professor Amataidu, the great. Of course, I've mentioned Professor Atukwe Okai, Professor Kofi Anidoho, Professor Kofi Awuno, Ifwa Sutherland. These people, and particularly Amataidu, say that as a writer, you can't afford to be just creating art. You have to be utilitarian. You have to talk about issues. You have to embarrass. You have to expose. You have to celebrate. And you have to inform through your work. And so that's what I do.
Amazing. Now, this matrix verse experience that we're going to have, you call it Roots and Blossoms.
Roots and Blossoms.
What's up with that?
So I've been thinking a lot. About Ghana and the continent and even the diaspora. In Ghana, we've done the year of return, we've done beyond the return. What does it mean when we say, we want to succeed as a nation? And then why are we not succeeding? We have brilliant people. We may not have the best of structures. We are still learning, but there are things that we have and we're not making use of them. So I've just been thinking, you know what? If we go back to our roots, regardless of what the situation is, whether it has to do with how we educated our people some time ago, whether it has to do with the food we're eating some time ago, whether it has to do with how we even lived in community. Because look, there's a time when we respected women more than when we do now. All those things. If we go back to our roots, maybe if we go to the ancestral wisdom, we can learn something, apply it in our contemporary time, and then we can blossom. So that's roots and blossoms. But it's also a double entendre. We're dealing with a lot of climate issues, globally, but at home. A few months ago, one piece of a tomato was 5 cedis. And people were struggling to make their light soup and grind their pepper for their kenke. And those are the real issues. You talk about the economy, but when we don't look at the basics of it, how it's affecting the individual, we lose the plot. So that happened. Now we have Galamsey, biggest conversation. And it's a big conversation for a reason. For over 10 years, we've been dealing with this thing. No one is grabbing the bull by the horn. And now people have built communities and economies around Galamsey. And we are struggling to shut it down. Meanwhile, what is it doing? Destroying our water bodies, destroying our ecology. And I keep saying that ecology is not just about, the water we're drinking and the nice plants we're seeing. Sometimes even the insects that have begun to bite us and give us diseases.
Yep.
They have come because
Yep.
the insects that were supposed to feed on them,
Yep.
or the fish that were supposed to feed on them, we've killed them.
I'm telling you.
With our actions, and now we are bearing the brunt.
Yeah.
So that's roots and blossoms, going back to the knowledge, the heritage of what we're doing, and then blossoming, but also paying attention to the fact that if we don't till the roots properly, we don't guard them, we don't treat them with love and respect, we will not blossom.
Okay, before you give us the details of what's happening and when, all the details, how people can be part of it, Thelma, I want you to comment on what you just heard from Apioko, Roots and Blossom.
Yes, so for us, when we look at the fact that there's that analogy of a plant, the roots being grounded in the soil is a place of, darkness, despair, and then the blossoming is a place of hope. So even though we are addressing the very difficult issues around gender, climate justice, and how it impacts us from a grim place, there's also that space where we are touching on the hope component of it. For tomorrow, what can we aspire for? How would our tomorrow look like if we are able to take some of these issues and run with them? So it's not all grim and macabre. There's that element of hope in all this advocacy as well. And the fact that we are typifying and actually putting names to some of these statistics around the social issues we face also humanizes the experience, and people are able to personalize those journeys and then reflect on how best they can also plug in and then drive the change. So it's a very exciting space to we find ourselves as an INGO. Yes.
All right. So give us the full details, right? So it's happening tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Tomorrow, the 16th of November. Gates open at 6 p.m.
Okay.
And we want to start at 6:30.
Okay.
Now, here's why. It's not just about performance. There's a whole curated experience that we will have our guests walk through even before we sit down in the performance arena. So we're trying to create sort of like a community center kind of thing where stories are told and issues are addressed, going back to the roots, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing it at the National Theatre, and we're doing something very interesting at the National Theatre. So people should come and see it. It's not what they're expecting, I know. So come in at 6:30, you go around, experience all these things. There are 10 key social issues we're addressing. One of them, very big on the list, is sexual and gender-based violence. Our babies are being raped,
critical.
Young people, it's a big thing. And so there's a human installation which will address that. We are also looking at our relationship with our Greek. And so there's going to be another human installation, human platters. So human beings that are holding food on them. It's very interesting. And then come and understand or rethink how food, it sustains us, yes, but we are also very important to the sustenance of our food, basically. Then we will also address, in general, social justice. Pretty much all the pieces, everything you see on the night will address social justice. We have a photo exhibition from you, David, you're with your pseudonym Kwaku David, which is very much sticking to the theme Roots and Blossoms. And we'd like people to see that. We are also going to be addressing, in terms of themes, the diaspora and how we can collaborate with them so that we can, again, go to the roots and then come back. We've in the past, we've spoken about brain drain versus brain gain. And this time when a lot of people are jackbuying, we need to hold fast to those who want to come home so that at least those of us who want to be here and who can brave it out, we can build the nation that we want to build or that we must be building. We'll be looking at youth unemployment, education, literacy, how young people are being disadvantaged and some of the things that we can do. We'll be looking at innovation. And when you think of innovation, a lot of the time we're talking about tech. Innovation can be something very basic. And there are things that we've researched and we've worked with some culinary artists and come and taste things, experience things, and see the innovative things that people are doing. And then some people, volunteers if you like, will get to do a sip and soil. So you're actually going to have people plant things. So you understand what they mean. In Ghana, not a lot of people garden.
So not a sip and paint, but a sip and soil.
The sip and paint they will come to that.
It's also there.
Yes, but there's a sip and soil. It's actually going to be potting plants. And the reason is this: a lot of people don't garden, and so we're partnering with the garden and flower movement, and also the sip and soil, movement. There's a whole movement for that. And what we're going to do, you see a lot of plants around, but The Sip and Soil ladies will come, give you what you need, gloves, everything, and then we'll guide you through what you are planting. So it's symbolic for planting the seeds for tomorrow, but also letting you understand that, okay, so this is what it's like when soil is fresh, when the seed is fresh, it's virgin, and so we need to protect this kind of thing. You know, so there are lots of interesting things happening. We're addressing so many different issues.
Wow.
Yeah, so many.
It's exciting. It's exciting. So can people get tickets at the gate?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But I'd advise you get them ahead of time because we have limited seating.
Okay.
For something as experiential as this, we don't want large, over the top numbers. Otherwise, you lose the connectivity. And poetry needs that intimacy. Yeah. So the earlier you reach out, don't be a Ghanaian. The earlier you reach out, the better.
I like that. Yeah.
But we will have some other gates if there are some available.
There are some seats available.
Yes.
Okay. So I see a number here. It's 027
That's right.
143 0082.
Precisely.
All right. So you can call that number 027 143 0082. Okay. To reserve your tickets, to get your tickets for the event tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much, Thelma.
Thank
you.
All
right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now,
I want to say a big thank you to
go ahead.
Our partners and sponsors. So UNESCO. UNESCO, amazing. All the way from Paris. It's been amazing. Of course, Oxfam. As for Oxfam, I can't say enough about Thelma and how she's taken it personal, And then we also have Lioness Communications. We have Beyond the Return as well. We've got the Garden and Flower Movement. I've mentioned them. Channel 1 TV and City FM. As for the family, they forever hold us down. And we're forever grateful for that. And then, last but not least, the National Theatre. And it's not just a space. We've got all three resident companies, the National Symphony Orchestra, the National Dance Company, National Dance Group also joining us to do some things. And then, of course, Kwampa, who will be,
will be
on the night.
I can't wait. All right, super. Thank you very much, Thelma. Thelma Hayford, with the gender advisor with Oxfam Ghana, and Apioko, who is the head of programs production right here at Channel 1 TV. And let's take a look at this performance some time ago with Apioko, or the Matrix verse, and then we'll come and enjoy some more poetry from her.
I go. I'm the royal town cry. I'm the queen of my poetic woman queendom. I'm the goddess of poetic African savannas, jungles, rivers, and oceans. I'm the lioness, I'm the tigress, I'm the Ghanaian mermaid. I'm the matriarch of modern poetic nations. I'm poetry incarnate, and my pen fears no sword, no man, no woman, no card, no beast, no plague. Forget the muse, I'm the muse. How do we typically respond to the sound of the national anthem? The Ghana national anthem, Ghana's national anthem, our national anthem. How do we typically respond to our national anthem when no one is watching? I go. Carrying a market basket full of love, joy, ecstasy, and care. But the sun's warm golden rays had toasted the blood and bones that covered the love, the joy, the ecstasy, and the care. Crispy and toasty like the tasty coating of Awonia's kina. He would carry her bag. He would pay for her lunch. He would buckle her shoes. He would proofread her weekly reports. He would cry her cries and laugh her laughs.
Step into a world where words take on life, where verse becomes spirit. Join us on Saturday, 16th November 2024 at the National Theatre of Ghana for the Matrix Verse Experience, Roots and Blossoms. An evening of poetic immersion led by the poetess Apioko and Kwampa, celebrating heritage, examining Ghana's social issues, interrogating trauma, and discovering hope. Through verse and the spirit of art, poetry, music, painting, photography, food art, plant art, and performance, we will connect with our roots and let new possibilities blossom. Dress for poetic ancestry and join us in honoring the power of heritage and beauty of human resilience. For ticket reservations and enquiries, call 027-143-0082. The Matrix Verse Experience 2024 is powered by the Breathing Arts Studio and Lioness Communications in partnership with UNESCO and the National Theatre of Ghana. Media partners, Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM. Partners, Ahaspora, Beyond the Return, the Ghana Garden and Flower Movement, Colorcast, Oxfam, the Aguma Tea Company, and Purple Leaf Soap House.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, wait.
You gonna put it on his tab. This is my man.
Good luck. We'll radio. We have star 712. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random ticket. That's it. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply.
Oh, Mansa. What is happening?
Sit down.
Mansa, why is your shop so empty?
You have reminded me of my sorrow. You were with me when I went to the bank for a loan to establish this place. The bank is chasing me for their money now. The interest alone is 40% every year. I can't restock because of the exchange rate. Today the dollar is 15, tomorrow 16. And it's even getting to 17. Why? The price of an item, 1 cedi today, 10 cedis tomorrow. The numerous taxes, high electricity and water bills are killing me. I can't plan. I can't save. I can't even repay my loan. All my capital is gone. Who will save me out of my misery? It's okay. I'm suffering. Where is help?
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Introducing Rexona Non-Stop Protection 72-hour antiperspirant with breakthrough microtechnology that forms a stronger sweat barrier. Tested to the limit, even during the most intense workout.
Still clean, dry, and fresh for longer.
Try the new Rexona 72-hour non-stop protection for clean, dry, and fresh underarms every day.
In a fast-growing urban environment like Accra, you might think that your CCTV or electric fence would prevent crime. Hear the real stories from those who now feel safe like never before with Response 1.
We had CCTV and electric fence. We thought we were safe. But when the robbers came in, they cut our fence and they didn't care. I was terrified for my baby's life. The CCTV recorded everything. But Response 1 monitored alarm system, which is connected to our electric fence, that saved us. The swift response from the alarm system triggered a signal instantly. They dispatched their response team immediately. We now feel safe. Now we truly feel protected.
Don't wait for tragedy to strike. Protect your home with Response 1's monitored alarm system and our theft protection guarantee. Immediate response, real protection. Response 1, stay connected, stay protected.
Dr. Baumia once said,
"But if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you."
Dr. Baumia, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. That time now $1 to 4 cedis. And today, 11.5. The rate of depreciation. What are we going to say? $1 India, a take cities ni a mede ne ka ewo doors a odi bre me embla me money deposit na dollar no 6 cities to $1 in August 2022 over $100,000. I have the evidence. Between 1,550,000 Ghana cedis, meaning the dollar was 15 cedis, 50 pesos. Where were the strategies?
The dollar, which was selling at 4.2 Ghana cedis in 2016, is today selling at about 17 Ghana cedis. Prices keep rising, businesses are collapsing, yet the so-called economic messiah is dead silent and totally clueless about how to fix it. Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Stuck on you. Ooh, obsessed with you. I'm obsessed.
With Showmax, your favorite characters now follow you anywhere. Download it today and watch the best in local, international, and everything in between.
Ago. I'm the royal town crier. I'm the queen of my poetic woman queendom. I'm the goddess of poetic African savannas, jungles, rivers, and oceans. I am the lioness, I am the tigress, and I am the Ghanaian mermaid. I'm the matriarch of modern poetic nations. I am poetry incarnate. And my pen fears no sword, no man, no woman, no beast, no plague. Forget the muse, for I am the muse. Ago. I come from a land of gold. I come from green fields that dance to winds. I come from skies that are as wide as the heart of a mother. I come from the call of waves along shores that cradle our dreams. Yet in our bones, we feel the crackling. We feel the murmur that drips like slow poison. Knowing that the 7th of December approaches like a storm testing the strength of deep old roots, the weight of all that we stand upon, Ago. Remember those nights not so long ago, when flames kissed the sky, hungry, and streets trembled with the footsteps of neighbors who are no longer called brothers. We watched lives dissolve in the fire of rage. Voices were swallowed by chaos. Dreams were undone in a heartbeat, Ago. Are we so eager to feed the earth with the blood of our own people that we preach everything but peace, Ago? What does it mean to call ourselves one people? Is it not the warmth that spills from the shared cooking pots and the coolness from the shared water pots? Is it not the hands that built the songs that rise from suffering and joy? What legacy remains when hate breeds in our hearts? And our flag that was once vibrant dims in the haze of betrayal, Ago. Look, our children are watching. In their innocence, they hold the question that we seem to have forgotten. Will we leave them a country still breathing? Or will we leave them with a memory lost in dust and ashes? When a nation offers peace as a sacrifice on the altar of selfish political ambition, the streets grow teeth that devour their own people. Walls weep red, and innocence turns to cinders, drifting, nameless, in the air. And we hear the cries of mothers, hollow and endless. Their children are swallowed by the beast that we have become. The rivers once danced, and now they run thick with unspoken memories and unmarked graves. The silence that rises to fill the air in the aftermath of violence and civil unrest, that silence is the sinister weight of regret. 1,000 hands reaching for a past that they can no longer touch in their loved ones, no longer feel in their joy and hope, no longer smell and taste in their street food, their kinke, their wache, their gobe, their tuzafi, their hausa cocoa, their boiled corn with coconut pieces, no longer see beyond destruction and death that litters the streets of Ghana. Politicians, leaders, and every heart that swells with pride for your country, for our country, know this. Power that is built on broken spirits is power that crumbles because the foundation is weak. Streets and seats and titles will fade, but the scars of violence, they sink deep into the skin, the blood, and the bones, etching stories that cannot be rewritten. Ago. And so I call on you, every hand, every voice, every vote. Let peace be your anthem. For we are bound by this soil and sky. No ballot should hold the price of our unity. No promise is worth the destruction of the peace that we hold together, that we hold dear for ourselves. If we falter, if greed blinds us, if fear divides us, the future will remember us as the ones who saw the fire and chose not to douse it. Ago. But I believe in us. I believe in a Ghana that rises above evil. I believe in a people who know the weight of peace. I believe in a people who refuse to be sold into anger, a people who guard democracy, a people who shield this land with all that they are. And so, it's 8th December. Now, tomorrow, let the dawn of a new day break with laughter and not cries, weeping, not sorrow. Let us write our song, one of resilience and truth. Let our hearts carry this prayer, this promise. We will hold on to our peace through the storms, through the call, and we will do it for Ghana, for tomorrow, and for us all. My name is Apyoko.
Ago. This is just a tip of an iceberg of what you are going to be expecting tomorrow. Tomorrow you cannot miss out to be at the Matriarch Verse at the National Theatre at 6:30 p.m. Echo.
What do I say, man? Oh my God.
Wow.
Man, I always say my favorite part of the whole performance is the opening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the guitar is, but you didn't come with your guitar.
The guitar is for,
do you know?
do
you know what happened? Yeah. I was waiting for him to come here with the guitar, like I would have given you a beautiful rendition. But it's okay, the guitar is not here, so let's just.
I'm going to bring it. Wait, say you give us rendition. I'm going to bring it.
The guitar is not far. Are you ready?
You give us a beautiful rendition. Yes.
You've lost your voice miraculously.
Oh, I'll give you the same tune.
Cannot even talk at this point. He has lost his voice miraculously.
Wow.
Should we get you some warm water?
It's not a joke.
Should we get you some warm water? Wow, cool.
I mean, now that the keyboard. Oh man, my voice is back. Just give me a tune.
What are you going to do?
It's okay. You know, when they taught us the prayer, when Jesus started, he says, "Lead us not into temptation." I beg you. But wow, I mean, that was a beautiful performance.
But Kwaku, you made me proud. I mean, you put everything I taught you into play. I'm so proud of you. Such proud teacher moments. Huh?
Yeah. Please,
let me clap for myself.
Please, when I was 17,
When I was 17 and I was taking lessons, where were you?
You should just say
No.
Don't do that.
These are your fans that you are trying to claim that is. I don't even know what was the origin of the fans. Yeah.
Anyway, Echo is here.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
We are good. We are just disturbed about the sanitation issues in Ghana.
I'm telling you, it's crazy, man.
Oh my God.
And the outbreak of
I don't know what you
cholera.
think.
Please. Accra.
Solution to sanitation.
Accra is cleaner than Nairobi. That's it.
Hey.
You don't get it?
No, I get it. I get it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, today
No, but I mean, seriously.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We
haven't done
it's
well.
crazy.
We haven't done well. We
It's
haven't done
crazy.
well.
What can the solution be? Because you see, I feel like number one, we should be able to enforce the ban on plastics.
Yes.
I feel like that's where it starts from.
Yes.
Because if you look at the waste in Accra,
the large volume,
90%, if I'm not exaggerating, is from plastic waste. From the bottles to the polythene rubber to the pure water rubber. That's what is like a huge chunk of our waste. So we should be able to enforce the ban on plastic waste. That should be like the onset, the beginning of it. And I feel like we should get to a point where we can be able to segregate our waste, plastic, organic, all of that. So we'll be able to dispose it off well. Do we have very good dump sites in Ghana for recycling and all of these things?
You see, we have a whole recycling plant.
Yes.
But is it operational?
It is operational.
Yes,
it is operational.
Is it I cannot take the volumes that we are generating?
But the problem we have is hydra-headed. So we need to approach. You see, I keep asking myself, the sanitation ministry, what are they doing? What's the sanitation minister doing? Because think about it. As a sanitation minister, you're the policy lead.
Yeah.
Do we have a policy?
Do you understand? And what is our policy on sanitation? They are doing what? They are chopping money. Okay.
I didn't say it too. We are only doing by. You don't know if I'm scratching
doing
my
sign
nose.
language.
Scratching my nose. Anyways, but I mean,
No, but it's so terrible.
It's
Really
terrible.
terrible.
It's really, and what makes it worse is when it rains. Oh my God, when the rains come down.
Yeah, it exposes everything.
Man, it just exposes everything. And you can really see like the waste, the amount of waste that we put. But I feel like we cannot also talk about the government or leadership only. We, the citizens, are also, contributed to this in the worst way possible. Now, somebody picks waste from their house, looks for the nearest gutter because it's raining. Oh, insione de beko, then they just dump it in the gutter, and they just.
So, they dump it in the gutter.
Yeah.
Why do they feel that they can dump it in the gutter and it's okay? Because there are no repercussions.
Yeah. Nobody. We've not made.
No law enforcement.
There's no repercussions.
We've not made. I don't want to call it crime, but we've not made wrongdoing expensive for the citizens.
We've not made it painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wrongdoing is not expensive. So for him, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
What
the baller back one, if the people came for the baller, it would cost you, let's say, 10 cedis or 15 cedis, right? If they charged you 1,000 cedis,
next time
for the next time we will learn sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've not made wrongdoing
That's
expensive.
what we must do.
I think we should make it expensive.
Draconian rules, you must put it in place and then force
pay
them.
for their wrongdoings. Painfully.
Like if you there's this. It's good that I mentioned it. There's this American YouTuber. He was in South Korea and he was doing content. And there was this statue he saw. Went to stand in front of it, danced and kissed the statue. Do you know the guy is likely to be jailed 10 year
for kissing the statue?
For kissing the statue and standing in front of it and dancing.
Wow.
Now, why have the people of South Korea taken this as a very emotional thing? So apparently the statue symbolizes the time that the women of South Korea suffered sexual slavery from Japan.
Oh my goodness.
In 1910.
Oh my goodness.
And he got to the village. It's a cultural village.
He
got
ask
there.
anything.
He didn't ask anything. He went to stand in front of it, danced, and then kissed the statue.
Which is the wrong thing you can do. The worst thing you can do because of what it represents.
Exactly. Now he doesn't know. He's saying he doesn't know. But to them, ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Yeah.
You need to ask before you go stand anywhere to create anything. Now they've made it so expensive that I'm sure anybody that reads this kind of message or this story wouldn't try it. Because for all you know, people always thought, oh, it is North Korea that has strict, but now South Korea is implementing it. And why? Because this statue stands for something. And you do not know, you go and stand there. So
not just a statue.
Yes, wrongdoing has been made very expensive, so nobody wants to do wrong. So I feel like we should make wrongdoing expensive for people living here. But hey, let's move on and know what is happening. There's good news for our brother Kofi Nti.
Right.
So Tyler Perry picked this video some time back and then used the video to promote his movie or his series, Sisters. Now, you know the song, Oh, I.
Yeah.
Why, cause I'm into the Now, a DJ picked the song and did mixes with it and posted it on his socials.
Okay.
Now, Tyler Perry Studios went to pick the song from there.
The DJ's socials.
Yes, and then they put it under their video and then they posted it.
Okay.
Kofi is smiling because now there's some small kakra.
Yeah,
there's some small kakra. Their lawyers have been able to step in and they've been able to win the case. So Tyler Perry is going to pay some small amount for using the song.
No, but Tyler Perry is size there.
Oh,
small
no.
amount.
Hey.
Small amount is it depends on the size of the person who's giving.
We need clarification.
I know sometimes these people they don't want to disclose.
Because
but I
don't want you to come and visit them.
Yeah, and then tell them. Because the very minute they disclose, the family issues will pop up. Kofi, what do you say? Yeah, it's kind of what do you say? Now no offers, you know.
1 minute second.
1 minute second. Kofi, what do you say? Now no, can't be as if you're a family. Yeah, so they are trying to avoid all that. So yeah, but he's won the case, and that's good news for us. And for me, this strong advocacy for every creative out there. Every creative piece you have, make sure you protect it. Protect it.
Yeah.
And for me, like this Apioko's opening, I am the royal queen. We shouldn't sit here and then one day we'll hear somebody using the same lines in their music, and then we're like,
exactly.
We've protected it. So one day somebody uses it, we know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And then we can go collect some cool cash.
Yeah.
And we go our way.
Yeah.
So if you're creative out there, just make sure you protect your creative pieces because it's very important for you to protect it. Now this weekend is very, very packed. Let's start off with what we just experienced. That Pure the Matriarch's verse is going to be on. I am looking forward to it. Just that I'll be slightly late.
Because you are going somewhere else.
Oh no, because I'll be here for the chat.
Yes.
So I'll be slightly late, but I'll try and pass through because I have to be there to see the matriarch in action. You know, the lioness, the tigress, the queen of her royal queendom. Oh my God, man, I feel she has a light. You know what I keep asking myself? Is it Nayo that rapped Apioko rapped Nayo?
You should have asked her when she was here.
It's a question for the gods.
It's a question for the gods because it looks like Charlie. It's like Apioko has worse.
They will both claim the moral high ground on this one.
The moral high ground.
They will both claim.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's a question for the gods.
I'm sure Apioko rapped Nayo.
You think so?
Apioko gave Nayo the lights. And Nayo was like, you know, because
she came from a poetic angle.
Charlie. So Nayo couldn't help it. But yeah, it's okay, don't come for me, I beg you. But yeah, this Saturday too, whilst you are jamming here, tonight in Chin Band will be in action.
Okay.
Me nam kwaso, me bow demo, me nam kwaso, me bow demo. No, it's atabiacho.
No, my
time. Oh, okay, it's my time wache. Oh, okay.
My time wache.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I've been looking forward to coming to see you.
Oh,
so I'm actually on my way.
No, I thought I've been chasing.
No, I've been looking like it's long overdue.
It's simple English.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's English.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So thank you for the correction.
All right.
I really appreciate that. But yeah, Chichi Band will be in action. You know, they are like I'll say a resident band. I mean, we love them so much. Anytime they're in action, man, I love it. I think the last time I saw them in action was the Swesco dinner in the Channel 1 Gardens. Oh my God.
And you can imagine, the thing is that it's like they're having more fun than we were enjoying the music and having.
Oh, bro, they're enjoying themselves proper. I know they really understand what they are doing. Bodo, Albert, Johnson, King D, Kwame. Oh my God, it's a 6-man band, but they play like their whole choir.
Yeah.
So Charlie, kudos to them. But let's check out this quick commercial video that they put out there on socials. I was able to pick it up.
Okay.
And let's know who is going to be on, so it will influence your decision to be there tonight, where it's happening.
Right.
And if you have to pay some kakra, to make sure you pay some kakra to support the band. So let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Chin Chin Band is 10 years.
Get ready for the most thrilling night of your life in Chin Chin Experience.
Brace yourself for an electrifying atmosphere as in Chin Chin Band takes the stage to deliver energetic performances as always.
Expect magical performances and comedy acts that will have you rolling on the floor. Lined up are exciting performances coming from Kofi Kinata, Berima Sydney, ACAI, Kwaku P, Kwame Brenya, Bernard the Magician, Ojo, Flawless Studios, DJ Casper, DJ Easy Wizzy, MC Kofi the Cassative.
Performing bands are at the Head Dance Band, Kwampa, Papo Shito and Sembel.
It's all happening on the 15th November 2024 at the Underbridge Event Center, East Legon, Accra. Time 8 o'clock p.m.
So grab your tickets for 200 Ghana cedis. For enquiries, please call 054 954 2411 or 050 312 7463.
Media partners: Channel 1 TV, MX24 TV, GTV, City 97.3 FM. Sponsors: Underbridge Event Center, Superb Events, Zomo, The Characters Band, Delicious City, DNA Multimedia, Some Rich Classic, and Sankofa Natural Spices. It's music, it's magic, it's comedy, it's an explosive mix of fun in Chin Chin Experience. Feel the music.
Wow.
Looks like it's gonna
Chin
be a
Chin is
lot
10?
of fun.
Yeah.
Time
That's
flies,
it.
huh?
Yeah, ube feel it. And tonight you're going to have Kwampa in action.
Hey, Echo.
Oh, what did that do?
Oh,
Is it a feeling?
Dabby.
Charlie, it's good. But yeah, Adahada's band will be in action, Kwampa will be in action, Kwaku Sakyi Ensemble.
Okay.
These guys, they're performing their way April and Charlie, with their headgear. It's good to be massive.
Underbridge.
Yeah, Underbridge Event Center. So Charlie, that's where it will be happening. Some comedy Ojo will be on stage, Bernard the Magician will be on stage. So, you know, you are looking forward to a whole experience. But in Chin Chin Experience, feel the music. That's what is important. That's right. Also on the music side of things, I hosted him last week, Saturday. This week, he has a list of activities or line of activities happening from, I think, yesterday throughout the weekend. And I'm talking about ADDJ. Okay. I mean, he's one of the finest DJs we have in Ghana. He's an international DJ. And you know, the last time he was actually off camera, he was bantering with me who goes to Kenya the most.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It feels like he goes to Kenya more than I do. And I'm like, bro, you really don't know about that.
Kenya is home. You should have told him Kenya.
I tell him, for me, Kenya is home.
Yeah, that's right.
I just wake up and I go there. I don't think twice about it. It's like, oh, yeah, me, this is my third time going there. I'm like, bro, relax. This is a third time going there. But in total, how many times have you been there? Oh, I'm like, okay. So, yeah. But yeah, ADDJ is having like a list of activities lined up. Tonight, he'll be at Beats Friday at Front Back. That's his residence. He jams there literally every time. And then also over the weekend, he'll be at Garage. He'll be at so many other places. Level Lounge as well. So make sure you are there. Pass through. Support him. 10 years as a DJ. Played across the world. He was telling me about where he played at a very private wedding in France.
Okay.
And was telling us about the Ghanaians, like the number of Ghanaians who are controlling things out there.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Wow.
I was really shocked. So Charlie, do you know apparently the manager for is it Kabilame or Kabilame?
I think it's Kabilame.
Kabilame.
Yeah.
The guy that does.
Yeah.
Yeah. His manager is a Ghanaian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the guy that does that. His manager is a Ghanaian. So yeah, I mean, ADDJ will be there. So tonight's From Back, tomorrow Garage, Sunday Level Lounge. Make sure you support him. It's very important for you to support him. Let's support our own and push him to the wall. So that's all that will be happening this weekend. A few things that will be happening all over the place. And then also Telios Incorporated.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll be having Escape Room 413.
Yeah.
I really want to see that room, man. So you can also be there, support them, and get to enjoy it as well. So that's all that will be happening this weekend.
Super.
But before we go, also there will be a movie in the park. Yeah, in East Legon, Charlie
is back.
Yeah, so moving the park, East Legon. Bako Event Center. Go enjoy yourself. Go there with some nice, Coach Dimilu will say, Lile. You know, go and sit down, jam, and watch some nice movies. If it's a horror movie, perfect. Yeah. You see, you don't watch action movies with the Lile.
What's happening on the chat tomorrow? You can't go without telling us.
Yeah, tomorrow on the chat, we are looking at movie streaming in Ghana.
Right.
So you know the GMX app is out. Make sure you download it. I've told everybody in my office to download. Everybody in my office has downloaded it. So make sure you download. Why are you laughing? If you don't download it, you're lying to me.
Continue.
Yeah. So make sure you download it. Tomorrow we're looking at music streaming in Ghana.
Right.
The opportunities, the challenges because of the GMX, what we have now. And then also I'll be hosting Escape Room 413 tomorrow. We're going deeper into the escape room to know what is happening there. But we can't go without me wishing a happy birthday. I need to wish a happy birthday to a very special person, all the way in Kenya, so you know where this is going. Ivy Mudori Masharia, happy birthday to you. I mean, the love for you is deep. It's always deep. Forever to go with you. I know, I mean, I'll be seeing you very, very soon. So, Charlie, cheers to you. I love you so much. My special person.
When should we mark our calendars?
2025.
All right.
Save the date, 2025. All roads lead to Nairobi, Kenya. We're going there. We're rapping live.
All right, Kwaku, I need to take the opportunity to also wish my designer a happy birthday. She's been here a couple of times.
Okay.
And I've seen her.
The designer.
So Abigail Nakaile
Why are you so excited?
Of Abyss Clothing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I appreciate you and I appreciate all the creative designs that you put together for me. I mean, I love them. Continue being you and continue being amazing. Thank you.
Abyss Clothing.
Echo, I'm even calling you Echo. Echo is such a distraction. Goodness.
Look,
Echo is such a distraction.
It's been fantastic this morning. I really enjoyed myself. Look, you know, when you guys were talking about when we were talking earlier about the issue of discipline and all of those kinds of things, it just took me back to when I was like a teenager. There was a guy, an American, who went to Singapore and he went to go and spray paint cars, vandalizing. You know that whole way. Charlie, the guy collected lashes.
It's expensive. You won't do it again.
No, and no other American will go there and do it again. No. So one time, it was under Bill Clinton. They begged, they sent Ministry of Foreign Minister, but then nothing happened. They still lashed him. The
guy is stuck in South Korea. He cannot leave. There's a travel ban on him.
Thank you very much, Eko.
Thank you too for having me, man. I'm looking forward
to it. And thank you too for spending time with us this morning. Breakfast has been fantastic, and it wouldn't have been the same without you. Thank you for watching. My name is David Kwaku Sakyi.
And my name is Dzifa Kaidy Akoto. Do stick to us here at Channel 1 Television and enjoy your weekend.
Charlie, you have breakfast. Let's go enjoy.